student, in my previous video I told you about convex lens and concave lens. So class 10 physics second chapter is going on, how to get the focal point, focal length, center of curvature, everything I have discussed in my previous video. I have shown you how to draw the ray diagram to find out the focus point. In case of lens, what is happening? Refraction, that is the light is entering from air to glass and again from glass to air. So these are the ray diagrams using convex lens that I am going to discuss. For drawing the ray diagram, you need at least two rays. Those two rays what I have used here, I will explain in each and every diagram. This is my first diagram. Here the object is placed at infinity. When the object is placed at infinity, which rays I have taken? The rays of light which are parallel to principal axis. This is the principal axis. Principal axis, I am again repeating, it is the line joining the center of curvature of both side of the lens and which is passing through the optical center. Or I can say principal axis is the line joining the focus point of the lens and which is passing through the optical center. The ray is coming parallel to the principal axis as per the rule, as it is convex lens. So after refraction it will go through the focus on the opposite side as it is converging lens. Another ray coming parallel to principal axis, it is after refraction again meeting at the focus point on the opposite side. And if I consider this ray that is coming straight, so it is passing through the optical center without deviation, it is going in that direction. So all the rays are meeting at F2, that means the image is forming at the focus on the opposite side. As it is forming on the opposite side, so it is real image, and you can find that it is diminished as a point size object. So what is the nature of the image? Nature is, it is real image, it is diminished image, and it is inverted also. This is all about the object when it is kept at infinity, where the image is going to form, and this is the ray diagram. Now second case. In this case, where the object is placed, from the figure you can find the object is beyond 2f. Beyond 2f the object is there. Two ray diagrams are coming. One is parallel to principal axis. After refraction, as per rule, it will pass through the focus point on the opposite side. Second ray of light, it is passing through the optical center undeviated. So these two rays are meeting at a point and there the image is formed. So the image is formed in between F2 and 2F2. That means in between center of curvature and focus point on the opposite side. Here also I will explain the nature of the image form. You can see the image is inverted. Here the size of the image is diminished. This one was the object and this is the image. Size of image is diminished, it is inverted and it is real. So this is all about the nature of the image formed when the object is kept beyond 2f. Now third case, number C. Here from the figure you can find the object is placed at 2f1. At 2f1 when the object is placed, again the two rays what I am going to take, one is parallel to the principal axis as per rule after refraction passing through F2 on the opposite side, and another ray passing through optical center moving undeviated. They are meeting at a point. Where they are meeting? They are meeting at 2f2. The object was at 2f1, an image is formed at 2f2. Size of the object and image are same. This is also inverted and real. The image is inverted, real, is of the same size, and where is the position? Position is at 2f2. Now the last one here, not last one, in this page this is the last one. My object is in between F1 and 2F1. Position of object is in between F1 and 2F1. This ray of diagram coming parallel to principal axis after refraction passing through F2, that is focus on the opposite side. Another ray of light passing through optical center undeviated. So those two rays are meeting at a point and this is my image. A dash, B dash is the image. So where is the position of the image? Position of image is beyond 2F2. Size of the image you can see from the figure that it is increased. So nature of image, it is inverted, real, but the size has been increased. So this one and this one is just reverse of each other. Here the object was beyond 2F, image is formed in between F2 and 2F2. Here the image is diminished. In this case just opposite, that is the object is in between F1 and 2F1 and image is forming beyond 2F2 and the image is enlarged. Previous one was diminished, this is enlarged. So if you can remember one, you can remember another one also, that just opposite of this one. My fifth case, this is convex lens. Here the object is placed at F1. The object is placed, yes, it is placed at F1, that is at the focus. Now the ray diagram that I am taking, one is parallel to principal axis. After refraction it is passing through F2. Another one passing through the optical center. These two rays, they will meet at infinity. That means the image will form at infinity. What is the nature of the image? Image is inverted, highly magnified, and it is position of the image is at infinity and it is real also. So previous one was, my first case was, the object was at infinity and the image formed at the focus. Here the object is at focus and image is forming at infinity. So just the reverse one. Now this is the last case in case of convex lens. Here the object is in between optical center and focus of the lens. So these are the ray diagrams going parallel to principal axis after refraction passing through the focus on the opposite side, that is F2. Second ray, undeviated ray passing through the optical center. These two rays are never going to meet, they are divergent rays. So I have extended the rays here and you can get the image formed, that is where the image is forming after 2F1. So the object is in between O and F1 and image is forming after 2F1. Here the image is virtual image and it is magnified image. So this is the only case in case of convex lens where the image formed is virtual and erect. In all other cases we have seen the image formed is inverted and real. This is the only case where I am going to get the virtual image. So for which position of object the image will be virtual, position is in between optical center and focus point, the image will be virtual. Now other two diagrams I have drawn here, these are about concave lens. Previous cases were of convex lens, this is of concave lens. In this case, concave lens, the object is at infinity. So this is the ray which is coming parallel to principal axis. It is going through this way after refraction. That means diverging. Another ray also after refraction it is diverging. And this ray is going straight. Now they are never going to meet. So I have extended the rays and they are meeting where? At the focus, that is at F1. So this is also virtual image because the image is formed on the same side of the object where it is kept. It is highly diminished. At the infinity the size of the object was large, but here it is highly diminished and it will be erect also. Now in this case, this is the another concave lens. Here the object can be anywhere in between optical center and infinity. That is not at infinity but anywhere else in between optical center and infinity. Here I have taken the object very close to optical center. Now the rays which are, no, this is my object, sorry to say, this is my object, AB is object. The rays coming from the object is parallel to principal axis and diverging. This is coming through the optical center undeviated. They will never meet, that is divergent rays. So I have extended this one. The image formed is here and it is diminished in size. So in case of concave lens, other than infinity, if the object is placed anywhere in between optical center and infinity, every time the image will form in between O and F, that is in between optical center and focus point. Every time the image will be diminished, it will be virtual and it will be erect. So these two differences you can find out. Actually these lenses are very thin lenses. By looking at the lens, you cannot say that which one is concave and which one is convex lens. The aperture is so thin that you cannot understand it. But if you keep an object very close to both the lens, in case of convex lens, the image will every time will be enlarged. In case of concave lens, the image will be diminished in size. This is the difference by which we can say which one is convex lens and which one is concave lens. Here the image will be enlarged and here the image will be diminished if I keep the object very close to the lens. That means in both cases the object is placed very close to the lens. Both the images will be virtual, but one will be enlarged and another one will be diminished. In case of convex lens, it will be enlarged. In case of concave lens, it will be diminished, by which we can distinguish between the lenses. So this is all about the ray diagram. I have explained all. In case of convex lens, there are 6 cases. In case of concave lens, there are only 2 cases. All these diagrams you have to draw by your own in your copy, and you have to practice the ray diagram very clearly and properly to understand that where the image is going to form and what will be the nature of the image. So I hope you will go through the video to understand the ray diagram of different kind of lenses, and you will practice it. Thank you very much.